James Holder, iFall MTK Global. With me, I've got promoter Dave Higgins. We're here today in central London, the Dorchester Hotel, just at the press conference for the Unification clash. Anthony Joshua taking on Joseph Parker. Firstly, how pleased are you to get this over the line and be here for this moment?
We're delighted. It's one of the biggest fights of the decade. The first heavyweight global unification in 10 years' time. So we're delighted.
First one on British soil as well, so it must be pleasing to be involved in such a momentous occasion.
Absolutely, and I think 80,000 fans and 1 billion viewers on TV, it's going to be big.
Let's get into the nitty-gritty of it. We've had the build-up thus far. Do you regret putting together that video featuring Anthony Joshua with the alleged knockout?
Why would we regret that?
A genuine question. Maybe it didn't come across as you maybe have wanted it to, or maybe it did. What are your thoughts?
I think it highlighted Joshua's weaknesses and generated interest in the fight. Jeez.
Was you surprised that Joshua's team perceived to take offence at your comments?
Yes, surprising, because in sport it's normal to analyse the weaknesses of your opponent, and the offence they took is evidence that it's never been talked about properly.
What do you think caused the offence? What comment do you think were relevant?
I think Joshua just hasn't. He's been he's a lovely guy, and he won Olympic gold, and he's got such a good story that everyone wants to be nice, and maybe it seems a bit heavy-handed to discuss those particular weaknesses.
What do you see as Anthony Joshua's main weakness?
His chin and his mental weakness.
Has there been examples of the mental weakness that you've seen that you can tell us, like things that you've noticed in point out?
Yeah, sure. When Parker criticised him, he said Parker was trying to demonise him, when really, that's a strong word, demonise. Parker simply outlined that perhaps his chin is questionable.
He did, as you mentioned, get knocked down by Vladimir Klitschko, but he did manage to get off the canvas and win the fight. In that aspect, does that make you respect him more as a fighter? The fact he has been in the trenches?
Of course, yeah. He got back up, that's great. And the question will be whether when Joseph puts him down, he gets back up.
Do you feel that Joseph Parker has the power to isolate Anthony Joshua?
Joseph's got 18 knockouts, so clearly he does.
Is there something that you've seen in Joseph Parker that makes you convinced that this is destiny, that he will be victorious from March 31st?
Yeah, it's just a gut feeling in the camp, in Joseph and his father, his trainer.
You've been on UK shores before. Joseph Parker defending his WBO crown against Hughie Fury. Great night in Manchester. How much of a help or significance having had that experience would it be this time around?
Look, it makes no difference. A boxing ring is a boxing ring, whether it's on the North Pole or New York or New Zealand. So for Joseph, it'll be another night at the office, and we think he'll do the business.
You've managed to get your fighter and yourself amongst the top table, amongst the big fights in the world boxing. Do you think people are wrong in not giving you enough credit for the job you've done with Joseph Parker?
No, I think it's been fairly well acknowledged that for an underdog from New Zealand to get into this unification bout, the whole team have done really well, especially Joseph Parker.
How do you get on with Eddie Hearn? You and him seem to have quite a peculiar relationship. There's some banter flying about. How do you and him sort of communicate day to day? How do you get on with him?
Normal. We're kind of mates. He's sensible. He has a joke. So do I. We got the deal done pretty quick for a big complex deal. When we actually met, we went from no deal to deal in 5 days or whatever.
Is there a rematch clause should Joseph Parker be victorious?
Yes, there is, and so Joshua will get a rematch, and so he should. He brings a lot to the table.
Is there a rematch if Anthony Joshua should be victorious?
No, not at this point, but, he brings a lot commercially to the table, and I think it's fair that AJ gets a rematch clause.
A lot of people have speculated that Anthony Joshua is now moving into the face of world boxing, the bigger names in the sport. Do you see that as a fair statement?
He's probably one of the biggest names, if not the biggest. I think Mayweather's semi-retired, so I'd say Joshua's the biggest name in the sport at the moment.
Give me your fight prediction. How do you see your man? Clearly you see your man winning, but how do you see the fight ending?
I think AJ has shown that he tires a bit in later rounds, and then because he squares up a bit, and then the chin, and Joseph goes good in later rounds. He's gone the distance a few times. So AJ might be a bit of a sitting duck later, and if Joe can get him and put a flurry together, then I think stoppage to Parker late rounds.
Is there more to Joseph Parker's game than we saw against Hughie Fury?
Of course there is.
Is there more level Hughie gives?
Of course. Hughie Fury is very difficult. No one queues up to fight Hughie Fury. His tactics, his style. Joe looked a bit frustrated. He won nearly every round. The WBO confirmed that. But he's a difficult fight, Hughie Fury.
One of the lasting memories that sticks with me from Manchester is Tyson Fury, Joseph Parker doing the hacker in the dressing room. Tyson Fury was sent in to check the gloves or check the wraps. He ends up doing the hacker with Joseph Parker. What a great moment.
Yeah, I think the two camps have become pretty friendly. It started a bit acrimonious, but there's a respect there. And, you know, we'd love to have Tyson Fury come along to support Joseph Parker.
Interesting. On that note, thank you very much for your time today. It's great to have you back in the UK. And we look forward to catching you in fight week, if not before. Thank you very much.
Thank you.